Okay, so I'm going to give you a step-by-step on how you're going to make your bar graph for your math research project. After you have found the day you're going to do, so I picked March 31st, 2010, and I selected these 5 cities. So after you have selected your 5 cities in your 5 different states, you can start researching the temperatures for that day. Now remember, you cannot pick 5 cities in Texas. You have to have 5 different states. So I chose these right here, and then I just quickly looked up San Francisco and Salt Lake City just to kind of give us what it should look like. I also put your chart down here, so you should be able just to type in here like you do in Google Docs, kind of like you do in Word. After you found your 5 cities and you have researched the high for that day and the low for that day, you're going to go down here to the bottom where it says create a bar graph. Click on this link, and we're just going to work with bar graph today. Now, the title of your bar graph is going to be temperature. Mine's going to say temperature on March 31st. So yours might say temperature on July 17th. It doesn't matter as long as you put temperature on the day you chose. Your x-axis is going to be the city, and your y-axis is going to be temperature. Okay, right here where it says bar 1, these are where you're going to put your city names. So I have San Francisco, Salt Lake, San Angelo, Tallahassee, and Little Rock. Okay, under value, you're just going to be plotting the high for that day in those cities. So for San Francisco, it was 61. For Salt Lake, it was 54. Now these other ones I made up, so just bear with me just so you can see what your bar graph's going to look like at the very end. Where it says color, you're just going to pick a different color for each bar graph. So for San Francisco, I'm going to pick yellow because of the Golden State Warriors, since basketball is postponed indefinitely. Salt Lake City is going to be green. San Angelo is going to be blue for the Rams. Tallahassee is going to be orange. And Little Rock's going to be purple. Okay, at the bottom, so your minimum value is going to be 0. Now, you're going to have to look at your 5 numbers and pick out what your maximum value is. So my highest temperature that day was 80. So my maximum value on my chart is going to be 100 because nothing's going to go over 100. So if your maximum value, if your temperature that day was like 105, then your maximum value might have to be like 110. Okay, so mine's going to be 100 because 80 is my highest temperature. I left this alone, vertical, horizontal. I picked vertical, but I went to medium. Okay, after that, I just pressed create printable graph. Now, to get your graph onto your Google Doc, you're going to right click on the graph, click on copy image. Then you're going to go over here to your Google Doc. At the bottom, after your tutorial link, you can just post it right here. So you're going to right click again and paste. Then from there, you can make it big or small, whatever you decide. After you finish that, you can go back to the classwork part of Google Classroom and press submit. Okay? Let me know if you have any more questions.